Hello there, and welcome to this mini tarot lesson. Today we're going to be looking at the Pentacle cards. This is the final set of cards that I'll be recording and teaching you about. If you look in my playlist, you'll see a playlist called Helpful Videos. And in that Helpful Videos playlist are the Cup cards, the Sword cards, the Wands, and the Major Arcana cards. All the little tarot lessons that I've done on those cards are all inside my playlist called Helpful Videos. So this one is the final one, which is Pentacles. I hope that you'll find this to be helpful. We'll be teaching you the way I read tarot, because all readers read differently. We all have our own personal way of reading the cards. So I'm going to share with you my interpretations of each card and how I interpret the cards and how I read them when I'm doing readings for my YouTube channel or private and personal readings. So I hope that you'll find this to be helpful. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please do like, share, subscribe, hit the little bell button. I'd really appreciate it. And without further ado, we'll jump into this video. So the first card that we will be looking at is the Ace of Pentacles. One thing I forgot to mention in the little message about this lesson is that Pentacles are connected to Earth, and so they're very much connected to the element of Earth, which is the Earth signs Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Right, so let's jump into this. So the Ace of Pentacles, all aces in the tarot are brand new beginnings. They represent new beginnings. And so obviously, so does this beautiful Ace of Pentacles. It's a brand new beginning. Pentacles are all about stability, structure, abundance, finances, money, abundance. It's just such a beautiful energy. I love all the aces. They're so positive. They're the peak of positive energy. The Ace of Pentacles usually means financial abundance, financial stability, coming into a windfall of money, having no more financial difficulties or financial issues or problems. And it's not just financial, it's also about being grounded and stable within yourself as a person, within your life, within your connections. It's building a new foundation, having that stability, that security in your life. It's all about abundance, being abundant, having everything you need to build a good foundation in your life, a good structure. It's such a grounding, stable, secure, and abundant energy. It's just everything about the Ace of Pentacles is just beautiful. It's beautiful. And it's all about stability, new beginnings, and great abundance. I absolutely love the aces in the tarot. The aces go from the cards go from Ace, which is the brand new beginning, a brand new chapter in your life, a fresh start, and it works all the way up to the 10, which is the end of a cycle, end of a chapter, and then we step back into the Ace. It's almost like a book, the chapter of the books. Yes, so receiving this in a reading is such a positive card. This will tell you that your client or the person you're reading for is about to embark on a brand new journey. They're stepping into a new cycle that will be a lot more abundant, a lot more stable and grounded. They could be having a lot of money coming in for them. If they have been struggling with financial issues, those struggles are going to come to an end now. It's also about laying new foundations and rebuilding of one's life. So just as a whole, it's such a positive energy. And next we'll look at the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. The reverse cards is always the complete opposite of the upright. That's how I read tarot, because this is my interpretation of tarot, and I'm teaching you how I read and how I interpret the cards. But because an ace is such a positive card in itself, when it comes in the reverse, I see this as only minor opposite traits and energies, because it's such a positive card in itself. So this would mean minor delays in receiving great abundance or waiting on money to come in, but there could be some wait that needs to happen. You could have delay, stagnation, but these are so short-lived because it's only minor. It's very short-lived. There won't be much of a delay, but it could just predict a few delays in receiving money or on whatever it is you're waiting to come in for you. It could also represent just not feeling that grounded or stable or secure within yourself or within your life or within a specific situation or connection. But again, it's minor. It won't be long, and things will turn around for the better. You'll start feeling a lot more grounded and stable. So in the reverse, I would read the Ace of Pentacles as delays, stagnation, having this new beginning that's waiting for you, but it's just out of reach. There could be a bit more work that needs to be done before you can really fully embark on this brand new journey. It's trying to lay a foundation, a new foundation, but there could be again some hiccups or delays. Not feeling as grounded or stable within yourself or within a connection or within your life. But not to worry, because things will turn around. There is going to be a positive shift very, very soon, because this is very quick energy. It's so positive. I do this, see this as a very minor negative when the ace comes in reverse. I usually don't read the ace cards in reverse. That's just my personal preference because they're such a positive card. But once in a while, it depends on who I'm reading for and the surrounding cards and what my intuition tells me. Once in a while, I will read it in the reverse position. If it does come in the reverse position, I just go with what my instincts tell me at the time of doing a reading. And the next card is the Two of Pentacles. This is a card all about juggling, trying to make important decision or choice. All of the twos in the tarot represent making important choices and decisions. And that's what the Two of Swords, Two of Cups. Well, the Two of Cups is anyone that's really saying this is a soulmate or deep love connection, someone you're going to be with. But the Two of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles are all cards about having to make an important choice or an important decision. So here this card is saying that you may have, or that your client may have, an important choice or decision that they have to make. They could be weighing their options, trying to decide what choice they're going to take, what path are they going to take, what decision are they going to make. This is also a card of juggling. Maybe your client or you are juggling too much at this time in your life. You're taking on too many responsibilities and you're trying to juggle, and it can feel a bit like, oh, you're trying to get your balance, trying to get back on your feet again. So it can be a bit of a juggling energy. So one, it could be that your client, the person you're reading for, has an important choice or decision that they have to make, and they're weighing their options. They're looking at everything, trying to know what's the best choice to make, what's the best decision to make, what's the best course of action, or what's the best path for them to take in their life. It all depends on the reading. Or it could be that this person is juggling a lot at this time in their life, and they're trying to find balance within themselves, within their lives, and within their current situation. So it does really all depend on the actual person you're reading for, the surrounding cards, what your intuition is telling you, your gut feelings, your gut instincts. When you're doing a reading for a person, it is so important to take everything into account. You don't just rely on the soul meaning of the card alone. It's always important to read a card with the surrounding cards. They'll give you a bigger picture of what's actually going on. Also trust what your intuition is telling you, and try and tune into the energy of the person that you're reading for. So all of these can have a factor of what this card is trying to say and portray. What else about the Two of Pentacles? Yeah, to me, it is mainly a card of juggling, trying to get balance in your life, trying to get structure, feeling unbalanced, feeling like you're taking on too many responsibilities, and trying to make an important choice or decision. That is really how I personally interpret and read the Two of Pentacles in a reading. The Two of Pentacles in reverse is a card about finally getting that balance where things have felt unbalanced in your client's life or in your life, where they may have been taking on far too many responsibilities. They're trying to get back on their feet again. This would say that your client has finally got to that point where they're going to start feeling a lot more balanced within themselves, within their lives, within the situations that they're dealing with. They would find that balance. If they're not there yet, and it will happen very, very soon, they'll have more balance. They'll have not as many responsibilities. They won't have so much stress and weight on their shoulders. They'll come out of that energy. This would also say, if this came up in a reading, that the client has finally made a final decision, a final choice. They're not juggling anymore. They're not trying to decide, do I go on this path, do I go on that path, do I make this choice, do I make that choice? Finally, they would have come out of that energy and they would be ready to make a final decision and a final choice. They either would have already done this, or they're about to step into the energy or find the answers that they're seeking, and they'll know exactly what choice they want to make, what path they want to take, and what they're going to do. So it basically has the complete opposite meaning of the card in the upright. Okay, next we'll look at the Three of Pentacles. This is a card all about people collaborating and working together, coming together as a team and working really well together to achieve something and build something in their life. This could be a couple coming together to build a life together, move in together, build a home and a family together. This could be people at work all collaborating and getting the job done. It's all about work and stability, career, projects, working together as a team, as a couple, as a family. This could be friends working together to have a healthy, balanced connection, a healthy, balanced relationship, a couple working, like I say, to build a home, move in together, get married, have children, build a life together. It's about people coming together to collaborate on projects, functions, events, career, work, stability, people working together to get their money in check, get their finances in a good place. So it's a card all about collaboration, creative projects. It's also a highly creative card, being creative, putting those creative gifts and talents to use and letting that creative side really shine through. It's a card about working together as a team, having that real team spirit, that team energy. If this is just someone on their own, working on their own, then this is saying that this person really has all the knowledge they need to complete a project, to complete a task, to get the job done, whatever this job is. They have all the tools they need. And if they need that support would come to them. Any help or support they need on their, whether it's with career, whether it's life, with projects, they would get that support. There is support at hand. This is also people all working together for a greater cause and the greater good, serving humanity. I can never say that word. Humanity, by working together and putting their skills together to really create something amazing. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse is the complete opposite. It's a card of no one working together. There could be a lot of friction, a lot of upsets and arguing. One person could want to do things their way, another person could want to do things their way, and this could cause friction and upset, arguing. Nothing gets done. No work is accomplished. It could be someone who's very lazy, not willing to put in the work, the time or the effort to work on something. This could be someone choosing to not invest within a connection, within a relationship, within a project. It could also be financial difficulties, financial struggles, or just someone who's not getting the support they need. Perhaps someone needs help with their finances or help with a business, help with a project, and they're just not having that support to do that. This could be in a family setting where husband or a wife or a child really needs the extra help and support, or a family member, and no one's willing to put in that time, that effort and that energy. It's just a time where no one's working together, and there's a lot of bickering, a lot of arguing, nothing's getting done. It could just be, like I say, laziness, pessimism, where someone's very pessimistic. Procrastination as well, a lot of procrastination and procrastinating, keep putting things off that need doing. So it has the complete opposite effect of the Three of Pentacles in the upright. It also could be, like I say, a card of financial struggles and difficulties, or trying to get a business or a project off the ground, and it just seems a failure. It's not working. There could be flaws within the plan of that business, or within the plan for the project. There could be some flaws, and this is why it's not working out. So it may need a person to go back to the drawing board and rewrite up a whole new plan. But as a whole, it's just people not really working together, not having that support you need, and so nothing actually gets done. It's a card of disappointments, failures, not feeling creative, not feeling that creative spark, not feeling inspired, and loss of interest in whatever this project is, or whatever it is that you're working on. Okay, so we'll now move on to the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a card all about someone who's really holding on or holding back, not letting go of something. This could be a person, a relationship. It could be that someone's holding onto an unhealthy connection or unhealthy relationship. They're refusing to let it go, even though they know it's not healthy for them. This could be someone who's holding back their emotions. They're not being openly expressive. They're holding back. They're not giving as much. They're holding back their time, their effort, their energy. This could also be someone who's a bit stingy with their money, a bit greedy, who doesn't really help those around them. They like to hoard it all for themselves. It's a bit of a not very pleasant energy. It's a bit of a stubborn energy. Just not really good at all. It could also be someone who is denying themselves happiness by refusing to come out of their comfort zone, refusing to make necessary changes in their life that needs happening, that need to be made, refusing to close old cycles or let go of things that do not serve them. So it's a card all about not letting go, not moving forward, not opening up. A card about holding back, holding on, and which can have a negative effect on whoever is doing this. This could also be a card almost about someone who's keeping themselves trapped and imprisoned because they refuse to take necessary action steps that they need to take to make a change in their life or a change in a situation. They could be holding on to the past, holding on to childhood trauma, refusing to heal from this, or too afraid to heal from childhood trauma, too afraid to grow or do the necessary healing work. This could be a lover who's holding back their emotions. They're not opening up about how they feel about a person. They're really holding back their time, their effort, their energy. This could be someone, like I say, who's being a bit greedy, a bit stubborn, stuck in their ways, refusing to change. So it has quite a few different, not so pleasant meanings. This is also a card of someone who's breadcrumbing, someone who's not as giving, not as open or authentic, or someone that's really holding onto something that's not good for them, something they need to release and let go. In the reverse, this is someone who is now finally ready to let go of what was not working for them, what was not serving them. They're finally willing to step out of their comfort zone, to take a leap of faith, take a risk, to close a cycle that's not been healthy for them. They're finally ready to release that, and so they can move forward and step into a new beginning or start something new. This is someone who, if they were once holding back their emotions, holding back their feelings, their thoughts, finally they're ready to open up and express how they really feel. They'll be more expressive, wear their heart on their sleeve more, not hold back anymore. This is someone who is very generous with their time, very generous, loving and giving with their energy, their time, their resources. It's someone who's giving in the sense that they're not greedy, they're not stingy with their money, they're not stingy with their time, their effort and their energy. This could also be a card of a person who's finally ready to heal from their past, heal from childhood trauma or past hurt, heal from the things that are preventing them from moving forward in their life now. So it's got a very positive meaning in the reverse. This person is finally ready to make the necessary changes in their life. They could be ready to let go of an addiction or things that they've been obsessed over, things they've been addicted to. They could be ready to heal from those addictions now, and they're ready to move to the next cycle in their life and make the necessary changes that they need to make. But as a whole, this person is ready now to let go, to not keep holding on, and they're ready to step out of their comfort zone and make necessary positive changes that they really do need to make in order to move forward in their life, or to heal, to grow, or to just step it up a level, whether it's in a relationship or whether it's in their life. Okay, so now look at the Five of Pentacles. This is a card all about feeling loss, lack, poverty, feeling like you're left out in the cold, abandoned, deserted, neglected. It's a very sad, horrible energy. It's an energy all about, a card all about deep sadness, deep loneliness, feeling so alone, feeling left out in the cold, feeling like sanctuary's just in front of you, but it's out of reach. Like if you look at that middle card, there's a mother and a child and a little pussycat, and they're looking over at the house. The house is obviously a nice warm home. It's abundant. There's a lot of pentacles in the window, but they're left out in the cold. They're feeling left out in the cold, abandoned and neglected. This is also a card of poverty, loss, financial difficulties, financial struggles. So if this card comes in a reading, it may tell you that the person you're reading for is going through some real financial struggles at this time. They could have the bailiffs knocking on their door. They could be struggling to pay their mortgage or their rent. They could be in so much debt, having all these debt letters coming to the door. They could just have a lot of stress and a lot of worries in connection with money. They could have recently lost a job, become redundant. They could be looking for work and really struggling to find work. So it's a card all about struggling financially, but also being left out in the cold. This could be in love. Someone could have gone through a breakup of a relationship, and now they feel left out in the cold. They feel abandoned. This could be someone who's going through a really tough time in their life, whether it's family, whether it's love, whether it's just life itself, and they feel really neglected by life. They feel chucked out in the cold, and they feel like there's no sanctuary, and they're trying to find sanctuary, trying to find something to help them come out of this energy where they feel so alone. It's a deep card of loneliness, sadness, remorse, regret, lack, poverty, feeling neglected, feeling abandoned, and feeling left out in the cold, feeling like there's no sanctuary, there's no hope. So it has a very sad, negative energy when it comes in the upright. This is someone who is really trying hard to get back on their feet, and they just can't see a way forward. They don't know how to make these changes in their life, how to change their financial situation around, how to improve their love life. They can't see it. They feel so alone and left out in the cold. So it really is not a very nice energy. The Five of Pentacles in the reverse has the complete opposite meaning. This means if someone has been going through some real financial difficulties or financial struggles or struggles in any area of their life, there is going to be a very positive change coming for them. They will come out of this. They will come out of this dark time in their life. Their finances are going to improve. There is help at hand. There is someone out there who will help them, or there's organizations, people who will be able to help them if it's financial issues, help them to get back on their feet, help them to clear all their debts. There is help at hand. There is hope. So it's a very positive card in the reverse. This is someone who's now coming out from being left out in the cold. If they felt neglected, they will not feel neglected anymore. If they've been through a breakup of a relationship and they've been mourning that relationship, they will soon recover, get back on their feet again, and there'll be new love coming in who will be so much better than the love that they lost. This is if someone's gone through a bad time within their family and their friendships. This is saying that they'll be coming out of that negative energy. There is a positive change literally around the corner. It's coming soon. And so there is hope and something positive. Their situation that they're going through is going to turn around. There's going to be a shift and a positive turnaround, especially financial. If someone has been really struggling financially, this is a wonderful card to come in reverse, because it's saying those financial difficulties are coming to an end. If they've been looking for work with no avail, this card coming in reverse is saying there is a job offer that's coming in for them. They can expect to find work any day now. So that's a very positive thing. Okay, so we'll now look at the Six of Pentacles. This is a card all about equal give and take, equal reciprocity, an equal exchange of energies. It's having healthy balance within your connections, within your relationships, within your life as a whole. This is a card about people working together, supporting each other and helping each other through difficult times, especially through financial difficulties. This is a card of someone having all the support they need. So this card came up in a reading, and this would mean that the client will have the support that they're looking for. There is that support out there. They just need to do a bit of research, or they'll have the support from loved ones, from the universe, from the angels, from friends, even professionals. There is help at hand and there is support out there. It's a very nurturing, balancing energy. It's a card all about equal give and take, having balance, restoring balance within your life, within your finances, within your career. It's all about that equal balance. Also just getting back on your feet again and having the help and having the support that you need to be able to rebuild a life, or rebuild a connection, or to rebuild your foundation as a whole, to get things grounded and stable. There will be support there, and people will be more than willing to help and be of a support. Usually this card can also, it does, like I say, it depends on the person you're reading for, and it does depend on the surrounding cards. But in some cases, this card can represent someone who's giving to two, meaning a third party. This is one of the third party cards. It's where one person is giving love and their affection and their time to two separate partners. If it's not a romantic third party, it could just be where someone's giving all their time, their effort and their energy to, for example, their work and their career, and at the same time trying to give it to their family and their partner, and they could be trying to balance this and get a good balance between the two. So it can mean someone who is giving to two, usually in the third party sense of a love triangle, or in any area. So it can represent that. But as a whole, the main energy is quite a good energy. It's just having that support network, having help around you, especially if a client is going through a really tough time and you get this card. You can say you will be getting that support that you're really needing at this time. There is help at hand. You just need to ask, speak up and ask for that help, because there is help out there. You just got to know where to look and to be open to receiving that help and that support. It's also a card about giving, being very nurturing and giving of your time, giving of your effort, giving of your energy. It's a card about humanity, about working with charities and charitable organizations, voluntary work, volunteering your time, community work, working within the community. It's all about helping those less fortunate and who really do need the help and need the support. It's a very giving energy in these cards. When the Six of Pentacles comes in the reverse, this means there's a lack of balance and stability, a lack of equal give and take, or lack of equal give and take. Perhaps one person's giving more than the other within a relationship, and this has caused an imbalance. It's where you want that support and that help from people around you, but no one's willing to give up their time, their effort, or their energy, or offer you the help and the support that you really need at this time. It's almost feeling quite isolated, alone, not having a good support network, not having good connections around you, really needing help, needing support, and just not having that support, not knowing where you can go or who you can ask for help. Things just feel very unbalanced. It could be overworking, working far too much. So you get exhausted and working for peanuts. It's just not a very nice energy in the reverse. There's no equal give and take. Things are not balanced within your life, within your relationships, within your connections and your friendships. You feel ungrounded, unstable in your life. You feel alone, you feel lack, you feel poverty. This could also be financial struggles, financial worries, issues with your property, issues with your home, and just struggles. Okay, so we'll now move on to the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles, I love this card. It is a card all about really working extremely hard and investing a lot in your work, your career, your creative endeavors, your projects, within a family situation, a friendship, a relationship. It's all about planting the seeds and then nurturing those seeds and really investing a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort into whatever it is that's important to you, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve and grow and work on. Like I say, this could be a relationship, a friendship, a family situation, a business, a project, a creative endeavor. It could be anything. You'll tell from the person you're reading for and the surrounding cards what this card is trying to portray. But this is someone who's planted the seeds and they've been working on those seeds. They've been nurturing their garden, so to speak, of the seeds that they've planted for a project, a business, whatever it is. And they're willing to put in that time, that effort, and that energy. And this person could have been nurturing this and working on this, investing within this, whatever this is for them, for a long time. And they're waiting to reap the rewards for all that hard work that they've put in. They're waiting to see the fruits of their labor. And when this card comes up, it's a very good sign to say, look, you will reap the rewards of your labor. You will start to see the fruits of your labor, and it's going to be abundance coming very soon. Just keep tending and nurturing whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, because you are going to get there. There will be success. Especially if you look at that card in the middle. I love that card. That woman's got the biggest smile on her face, and she's got a big basket full of pentacles. She's picking all the pentacles that she's worked extremely hard to achieve. Finally, after a lot of difficulties, a lot of hard work and dedication, she's finally reaping the rewards for all that hard work that she's put in, after investing so much of herself, her time, her effort, and her energy. So it's such a beautiful energy. This card can also have another meaning. It could also have the meaning of someone who has invested a lot of time, effort, and energy into something, and now they're just waiting to see the results, waiting for things to progress, and they could be starting to feel a bit frustrated, a bit bored, wondering whether to just give up on whatever this is that they've invested so much into. And they could just decide, I've had enough of this. Yes, I've invested so much of my time, my effort and energy into whatever this is. Yes, I'm seeing growth. I see that things are growing, but they may have lost interest in whatever this is now, and they're wondering whether to just walk away, to give it up, let it go, or to continue investing in whatever this is. That's another meaning that this card could have. So it has those two separate meanings. So that's how I interpret this card. But as a whole, the main energy I always feel from the Seven of Pentacles is a card of great achievement and success, that what you've been working so hard towards is finally going to come in for you. All the time and energy and effort that was invested in whatever it is that you've been working towards was not gone to waste. It hasn't been in vain. There will be great success, and very, very soon you'll see the blessings of that. You'll reap the rewards of that. So I love the energy of the Seven of Swords. The Seven of... I don't like the energy of the Seven of Swords. I'm getting tired because it's late at night. The Seven of Pentacles. When this card comes in reverse, this is not a very good energy. It's the complete opposite of the card in the upright. This means that you're not going to see the benefits of your labor. You may have been investing in a business, investing in a relationship, a situation, a project, whatever it is, that's not proved to be very successful. It could have been a failure. It could have not worked out. And though you have invested so much time, effort and energy into whatever this is, it just hasn't worked. The relationship could have come to an end. It could have been a failure. If it's a business, it could have come crushing down. It just could have not worked out at all. So this could cause a lot of sadness, upset, grief, loss. It could even be loss of money. Someone could have invested a lot of money into something, even a good deal, something that seemed too good to be true. A home, you could have invested so much into a home, and then there's just one issue with the property of the other. Every time you fix something, there's another leak, or another this goes wrong, or that goes wrong. It's just a card of failure, disappointment, things not working out, boredom, feeling really bored, stuck, stagnant, feeling like things are never moving forward. It's also a card of other people who could have been interfering, causing trouble within whatever it is that you've tried to grow, and now you get to the point where you just want to call it a bad day, call it a lost cause, and walk away from it. This could also be a card about someone who is being lazy. They're not willing to put in the work, the effort, and the time. They're just hoping for things to fall in their lap. They're hoping to have all the abundance of whatever it is they're trying to achieve without having to actually put in any effort or any work. And this results in nothing ever growing, nothing ever happening or changing. So this person remains stuck. It's also a card in the reverse of financial difficulties, financial struggles, loss of a job, loss of a property, loss of a business, things just not working out, disappointments and stagnation. It's not a very nice energy when it comes in the reverse. Okay, so we'll now move on to the Eight of Pentacles. This is a card all about work, career, projects, businesses, people working together, collaborating, or a person really putting in that time, that effort and that energy within their business, their career, their projects. Things are important to them. This is someone who's really good at getting their finances in check. They could be doing a lot of budget planning, sorting out their finances. If they have been struggling financially, this person will have all the tools they need to come out of financial struggles. So know exactly what needs to be done to change the situation around for the better. This is very good if someone's looking for work. There's definitely a new work or new job coming in for them. This is someone who's really busy working on creative projects, creative endeavors, really letting their creative side come through. They're trying out new things, exploring new avenues, maybe taking up a new career path. It's all about money and abundance, stability, and about work, career, and creative endeavors, creative projects. When this card comes up in a reading, I'll see it either depending on the cards, the surrounding cards and who I'm reading for. It could be that someone's going to go into business or with someone, become a business partner. This could be the start of a brand new career, a new job, financial abundance, very lucky in money, winning the lottery. Someone who's trying to get their finances in check, who's really doing the inner work and the research they need to do to get back on track with their finances. So it's all connected with money, work, career, projects. And there's also a highly creative card, someone who could be feeling very creative at this time. Spirit could be urging this person to use their natural born gifts and talents to create something really good. Could be inspiring them to be more creative, especially where it involves making money and maybe starting a new business or project. Okay, so we'll now move on to this card in reverse. The Eight of Pentacles in the reverse is the complete opposite of the card in the upright. This is someone who is not putting in the effort, the time, the energy to create something new. Someone who's not pulling their weight at work, or they could be jobless at this time but not going out and actually trying to find a job. This could be someone who's really struggling financially and they don't know how to come out of financial struggles. They could be really in a lot of debt, have the bailiffs on their doorstep. They don't know how to come out of financial poverty, and they're highly stressed in connection with money, in connection with work. Usually brought on by themselves. It could be life itself that's just caused a big issue, or could be that this person hasn't been willing to put in the time, the effort and the work to change their financial situation or their career situation. This is someone who lacks the enthusiasm and the drive to get anything done. It could be delays, stagnation, applying for so many jobs and just getting turned down again and again and again. This is someone who could be going through a bit of a writer's block. If they're a writer, for example, a creative block where they're trying to work on a creative project and they just don't have the oomph or the inspiration to do it. It's like their creativity is blocked at this time. Again, someone who is really just struggling to keep afloat each month, struggling to pay the bills, struggling to get by. Work, they could be underpaid, not being paid their worth. They could be overworking and just not being appreciated for what they do. Their talents and their gifts are going to waste. This could be a situation where the client is not using their gifts or their talents that they've been blessed with for the right reasons. They're squandering their money. Could be overspending and lack of structure and balance within their life. It's just not a very nice energy in the reverse. So next we'll look at the Nine of Pentacles. This is a single, independent person, someone who is usually single. This is not always. It depends, like I say, on the person you're reading for, the surrounding cards, what your intuition tells you during a reading. But usually this would predict someone who is single, they're independent, they have their stuff together, they know exactly what they're doing in their life, they're very self-efficient, they're grounded and stable, they're in a very good place in their life, they have stability, they have money, they have wealth, and they're independent, and they're feeling really good. It's such a good energy. It's someone who is really on top of their game. They're in a very good place within their life. And this is all because they've put in that time, that effort and that energy to get to this point in their life. They've really worked hard. So this card comes in a reading. It could say that your client has worked extremely hard to get to the point where they feel grounded and stable and secure in themselves, in their life. They've done any confidence building work that they needed to do. They're feeling confident, they're feeling vibrant, they are financially stable and secure, and they're in a very good stable place. They're independent, they like their own space, they're quite happy just to be on their own and do their own thing. They don't need another person around them to make them feel fulfilled or complete. They already feel complete, and it is usually my single person's card. This is also a card all about having that abundance, having that achievement and that success, because, like I say, of all the hard work and effort that's been put in to achieve that. This person is now living the life, they're living the dream. They have all they want, everything they've ever needed, but it's not just been handed to them on a platter. This person has really put in that time, that effort, and that energy to get to a really abundant point. If you're doing a reading for someone, it could be that this person is nearing this point. They may not be there just yet, and this would signify that it won't be long now, and this person is going to be feeling so much more grounded within their life and so much more abundant, especially if they've been struggling financially. They're going to start coming out of those financial difficulties, and they're going to start feeling a lot better within. When this card comes in reverse, this is usually a good sign if you're single and you're looking for a relationship, or you don't want to be single anymore. This card comes in reverse, I'm usually like, yes, there's a relationship coming in. If you're single, you're not going to be single much longer. Expect love to come in. Expect to enter into a relationship soon. This would tell me that the client is either just recently got into a new relationship, or they will do in the very near future. So if you're doing a love reading for someone and this card comes in the reverse, it's a very good sign that the person that you're reading for is about to enter, or recently has just entered into a new relationship. They're not single. They're leaving singlehood behind. So that's the positive of this card in the reverse. The negative is everything that the upright position of the card is not. So it's the complete opposite of that. This is someone who is not independent. They could be very needy. They're very dependent. They're not independent. They're more dependent on others. They can't do anything for themselves. They struggle to get by. They could be really struggling financially. Nothing's really growing or progressing in their life because they're not willing to put in the time, the effort, the energy, and the work. They could rely on everyone else to support them, whether it's relying on a partner or a family member to financially support them. This person's not willing to go out and put that work in. They don't have the motivation or the inspiration to really sort themselves or their life out. Or this could be someone who has put all that work and effort and time into trying to get back on their feet, to try and rebuild their life. But for one reason or the other, things are just not working out. And this could be causing this person a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety. This is a card of someone who has low self-esteem. They're struggling with financial difficulties and issues, struggling with low confidence within themselves. They could be having a lot of anxieties, a lot of stress at this time, and just feeling like they don't know how to get themselves grounded in their life. Their life could feel very unstable. They could have a rocky foundation in their life, and they just feel like there's no structure, no stability. They feel all over the place. So it's not a very nice energy in the reverse. Okay, so we'll now move on to the Ten of Pentacles. I absolutely love this card. This card is like having your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It's a 10, which is completion. It's the ending of the difficulties, the financial struggles, the end of worries and stresses, and it's a new beginning. It's you about to step into, or your client's about to step into this 10 of Pentacles, this brand new beginning that goes into the Ace of Pentacles, which is like great abundance. So when someone reaches the 10, it's like, yes, you've reached your destination. Things are only going to get better and better and better from here. Especially if someone's really been struggling financially, this is such a good card to come out. This is saying that all those financial issues and worries will be completely blown away. No more struggling. They're going to feel so much more grounded in their life. This is also a card, how I read it, is finding that partner, your life partner, and the two of you working together to build a life, starting a family, starting a home. If you want children, this is a great card of starting a family, getting married, building a life together with the person you love. If you're not looking to have any more children or not looking to get married, this is just meaning that you found that special person that you can build a life with. Doesn't mean you have to get married to them. Doesn't mean that you have to have more children. It just means you found that person, and the two of you can really start working on building a special life together. It's a card all about families, reunions, joining forces with those around you to achieve so much greatness in your life. It's about having stability and security in your finances, in your relationships, in your life as a whole, feeling so much more grounded, so much more stable than you have in a very long time. So, sorry about that. That was my grandson. He woke up. Yes, it's just a card of so much abundance. It's great abundance, reaching peak happiness and peak abundance in your life. It's also a card of happy marriages, especially if a client's been going through a really tough time in their marriage or in a long-term committed relationship. This card would predict that that time of struggle is now coming to an end, and there's going to be a joyous time within their relationship with their partner or their husband or their wife. It's also a card of happy families. So if someone has been struggling with family issues, things are all going to become peaceful and calm. It's a card of finally paying off your mortgage, so you own your house, having that dream home that you've always wanted, feeling more grounded and stable in your life than you've ever felt before. So it's such a beautiful card. The Ten of Pentacles in the reverse has the complete opposite meaning of the upright. This is poverty, lack, delays, stagnation. Someone who could have lost their home, had their home repossessed, lost their job, being out in the cold. A marriage could have broken down, a relationship could have broken down. There's breakups, there's endings. Could be a partner who doesn't want to commit. There's no commitment, because in the upright, it's something I forgot to mention, it could mean that someone's coming in and they're going to offer you a long-term committed relationship, where in the reverse, this is someone who is non-committal. The relationship would never grow, it'll never be a success. This is also a card of someone who's not able to step into their new beginning. They could be holding on to things that are not healthy for them. Their new beginning could be out of reach. There could be ongoing financial battles, financial struggles and worries, ongoing trauma and upsets within the family, with friendships, with their partner. It just has the complete opposite meaning of the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. So in the reverse, this is not a very nice energy. It really is an energy of struggling and loss and grief and breakups, non-committal, family issues, squabbles, fighting, arguing, breaking up of friendships. It's just horrible. I don't like the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. It's not a very nice energy. Okay, so we'll now move on to the court cards. A lot of readers read all the tarot, all the minor arcana, as whatever that element is. They'll read that as the particular star signs, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, for example, for the pentacles. But me, how I do it, because everyone's different. Every reader's different. We all have our own way. There's no right or wrong way of reading the tarot. You go with what you feel most comfortable. And how I read star signs in the tarot is I only read the court cards in the minor arcana. And in the major arcana, I read whatever the major arcana is for that particular star sign. So that's how I read star signs or predict star signs when I'm doing readings. So for me, the court cards would represent, that's the pages, knights, kings, and queens. To me, that represents Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as its pentacles, which is the element of earth. But there's no right or wrong way. Everyone's different. Everyone does things differently, which is fair enough. As a reader, you've got to go with your intuition and interpret the cards as you feel most comfortable interpreting them. So with the page, there would be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Pages are the children of the tarot. They're like the young energy. It doesn't have to be a child. It could just be someone who's very free-spirited, very young at heart, or someone who behaves in a childish way. It's just a young energy. Pages are also messengers. They're the messengers of the tarot. The pages and the knights, they're both the messengers. They bear messages. This could be communication coming in, but it'll be very small communication. Sort of like, hi, how are you? Would you like to meet up for a drink? Or just general chit-chats. You could receive a lot of messages coming in that's just general, small chit-chat. Pages are the most, like, not big energies, like the childlike energies, the little energy as I call it. So you could receive some messages or some news, some information that comes in. This is usually a very slow energy because Pentacles is the slowest. Like the Pentacles, especially like pages and knights, say the slowest. It takes a long time, but they're the most stable, the most grounded, and the most secure. So this could be that you're waiting on communication, you're waiting on a message, you're waiting on news to come in, and it just feels like it's taking forever. But the good thing is with the Pentacle cards, the Pentacle core cards, is they're very reliable. So yes, they may be extremely slow, but when they get there, when you get that message, it will be reliable, and you can trust that whatever it is that you're waiting for, the news you're waiting for, the message you're waiting for, it is going to come. It will come. It's reliable. You can trust it, but it may just take a bit of time. So this could be some communication coming in that is slow communication. For example, you're trying to get a relationship off the ground, and you get this Page of Pentacles energy. That means that this person wants to have a relationship with you, but they do not want to rush. They don't want to rush into anything. It could take them a very, very long time to progress the relationship to the next level. So be prepared for a long wait before things even move to stage 1 or stage 2 within a connection. That's just an example. It takes a long time. Pages, I must mention that with pages, they are non-committal. This is more someone who does just want a one-night stand, a fling, a bit of rumpety-tumpety on the side. If you're looking for something a bit more substantial, something that has the potential to grow, then go for a night. And if you want something long-term, marriage, long-term partner, then that's a king or a queen. Having a page appear in the reading could also represent someone's dealing with their children at this time. Their children could be their main focus, or you could be entering into a relationship with someone who has children. You could be wanting children around this time, or children could be quite significant to you or the person that you're reading for, because it does represent children. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse could be representing issues with children, a child who keeps playing up, having temper tantrums, not listening. They could be struggling at school, being bullied, or playing up at school, or have a lot of worries, stresses and anxieties in connection with children. This could be someone who keeps trying to fall pregnant, and they're struggling to, they keep trying and trying and trying, just not able to fall pregnant. This could be any difficulties and struggles in connection with children and family. This could also be waiting for a message to come in, and it's just never coming. There's major delays, waiting to hear some important news or get results, and it's just big delays, and things are just not progressing forward. This could be someone who's ghosting you, who takes forever to reply to your messages. It's just stagnation within communication, within receiving messages or news, having to wait a very long time. This could also be that you're dealing with someone who is playing up, acting childish and immature. They could be having temper tantrums, throwing their toys out the cot if they don't get their own way. Or sorry, towards at the pram. I'm not sure what the expression is. I always get that muddled up. But could be dealing with immature people, and that could be quite a struggle to have to deal with. Yeah, but as a whole, pages are basically messengers. We'll now move on to the Knight of Pentacles. This is the most reliable out of all the knights. The Knight of Pentacles is the most reliable of knights, but he's also the most slowest moving of all the knights. Where the Knight of Swords is very fast, very quick and swift, and he can be a bit bolshy, a bit aggressive, just rushes in like a bull in a china shop, doesn't think before he acts. The Knight of Wands can be so fiery and so passionate, but he can also be a bit of a player, and he has so much inspiration and he moves very quickly. The Knight of Cups is all dreamy, emotional, over romantic and loving and nurturing. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles, who is the most reliable of all the knights, but they are the most slowest of all the knights. So if you're waiting again for a love offer, for someone to either ask you on a date or take the relationship to the next level, if you get a Knight of Pentacles, this says yes, this is going to happen. This person is going to come in for you, but prepare to wait. Prepare for there to be a long wait. This person does not like to rush. They do not want to rush into anything too quickly. They want to take their time. They want to build a connection from friendship, be friends for a few years, then maybe move into dating stage, then maybe a year or two later move into the next stage. They want to take things very slow. But this is someone you can really rely on, because you know that this person, if they're investing in you, it's for the long run. Even though they take things extremely slow, their end goal is to have a lasting relationship with you, and they will come with a very solid offer. In the end, when they do commit, when they do give you an offer of love, it's going to be something really tangible, something really long-lasting, and it's going to be a proper, good, solid offer. Again, knights are all about messages, communication, receiving news. So you could be receiving some communication, especially if it's in connection with stability. Again, love offers, money. This is good news, receiving good news in connection with money. It could have been a long awaited. You could have had to wait quite a long time for this to come in, for this message or this news or results to come in connection with finances, connection with money, connection with a love offer, or whatever it is for you or for the person you're reading for. They may have had to wait a long time for this to come in, but it's finally coming in when the Knight comes in to a reading. They can expect to hear news soon, and it'll be solid, grounded, good news, news that's worth celebrating. You could have been waiting to hear back from a job and you're just never hearing anything. You finally just give up on it when suddenly you hear news you've got the job. So it's all about messages, it's about communication, and it's also about offers of love. So, and it is the most reliable of all the knights. This is a knight that you can trust, a knight that you know that when they do invest in a connection, it's for the long haul. If this is a business partner, you know you can trust them. They're going to come in and they're willing to put in the work. They're willing to invest in a business and or project. So it's quite a good knight. I do like this knight. He's a stable knight. When the Knight of Pentacles comes in the reverse, this has the complete opposite meaning of the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. This could be someone who is non-committal. They don't want to commit. They're not willing to invest in a connection. You could be trying to have a relationship with them or take the relationship to the next level, and they're just not willing to really invest. Perhaps they are a bit of a player. They like going off, having multiple partners. They're non-committal. They'll rush in very quickly, and it's in the reverse. Want a quick one night stand, a fling, but it's nothing grounded or stable. It's not going to really progress to anything. Or it could just be someone that's just not willing to invest in a business, not willing to invest time and energy into a friendship, a connection, or anything. And this could be delays in communication, delays in receiving the results that you're waiting to come in, delays in hearing important news that you're hoping to hear, things being on a standstill, stagnation, nothing moving forward to the point where you just feel like this is just not working, nothing's ever moving forward. Again, a big card of stagnation, blocked communication, miscommunication, people misreading or misinterpreting things, arguing and bickering, breaking out because of these misinterpretations. So it just has the complete opposite meaning of the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. This is also someone who is not reliable, someone who is not trustworthy. They're not reliable. You can't rely on them. And it's just not a very nice energy to have around. Okay, so we'll now look at the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is such a nurturing queen. She's very nurturing. She's very loving and giving. She's abundant. She's wealthy. She's very connected to the earth, very stable, loyal, trustworthy, grounded. She is very abundant. She is someone you can go to for advice, and you know that she'll give you sound advice. She loves nurturing those around her, and she's very confident and assured in herself. She knows her worth. She's worked extremely hard to get to where she is at this point in her life. She may be very abundant, very beautiful and attractive. This queen has a real earthy energy about her. She's very connected to the earth, connected to nature, connected to animals. She works extremely hard. She could be a businesswoman, a leader running projects, running her own business, running campaigns. Very wealthy woman, and with a lot of knowledge. She's most reliable of all the queens. She's someone you can trust. She's extremely loyal and faithful, and just very grounded and stable within herself and within her life. This is a perfect partner if you're looking for a relationship. This is a partner who you know will be loyal and faithful to you. You will have a really long-term relationship. They're in it for the long run. They're like the perfect husband-wife material. They're someone you can build a life with. It may take a long time for you to get the relationship off the ground, but once it does get off the ground, it'll be something really beautiful, long-term and nurturing, something that you can rely on and you know you can build a solid foundation with. And but she is there to support and help everyone around her. She's very generous and giving with her time, her energy, her love, and yeah, very open and nurturing. She is a beautiful queen. When this queen comes in the reverse, she's the complete opposite of the queen in the upright. This is someone who is not reliable, not stable or grounded in their life. Their life could be all over the place. They could be dealing with so much. They're not feeling very secure within themselves or within their connections and within their life. They could be struggling with poverty, struggling with lack, have a lack mindset. This person's not very giving. They could be quite stingy with their time, their effort and their energy, quite greedy, only out to serve themselves. They could be the most important person in their life to themselves. This person is not willing to be open. They're not willing to give. They're not willing to share. They could be really struggling financially and just feeling so ungrounded and so unstable within themselves as a person. This is a person who does not work hard. They're lazy. They expect everything to be done for them. They just want everything laid on a platter. This could be someone who's a bit spoiled, a bit of a, as they say, a spoiled brat. Someone who has a temper tantrum if they don't get their own way. They throw their toys out the pram, and it's just not a very nice energy when it comes in the reverse. It could also be someone who needs to spend more time in nature, someone who's not been in nature as much as they should. Perhaps they're not grounded and they need to be in nature to ground themselves. This is also someone who is particularly stubborn, and that stubbornness can actually cost them a lot in their life. They may refuse to change, refuse to budge. Their stubbornness is just through the roof, and to the point where it's actually unhealthy. They could be quite bossy, see themselves as higher up than anyone else, high in authority, look down on other people, judgmental. So it's just not a very nice energy in the reverse. The King of Pentacles is very similar to the Queen. They share very similar attributes. He's very grounded, very stable. He's extremely loyal and faithful. This is a king that he's one of the best kings if you're looking for something really long-term and committed. He is the perfect husband or wife material, or perfect husband. He's very grounded. He's very stable. When he makes an offer of love, it's for the long run. If he decides he's going to invest in a connection, invest in a person, then he's looking long term, he's looking life partner, and he's willing to really put in the time, the effort, the energy, and the work. He works really hard. He's a very hard worker. He's very nurturing, very giving, very generous with his time, with his resources, with his effort, with his energy. He has everything he wants because he's worked so hard to achieve all that he has. As you can see in that middle card, that king, he even has the prize bull. He has his cake and he's eating it. He's got the perfect home in the background, ripe grapes growing on the tree. He has a throne. He's a glass of wine in his hand. This king has everything they want, but they've worked really hard to get to this point and to achieve this. This is a wealthy person, an abundant person, not just financial abundance, but they have a lot of abundance in many areas of their life. They're very grounded, very stable, very nurturing, very connected to nature and animals and the earth, very earthy energy. This king really does like the finer things in life, and this is the same with the queen, because the king and queen have both got very similar energies. They like the finer things in life, only quality products, quality, or just having a good life. They live the life. This king is very respected. He could be a boss figure, a manager, an owner, an entrepreneur, a businessman, a leader. He's very well respected, very grounded, and very stable. And he is not afraid of commitment. He's not afraid of settling down. He loves stability. He feels most comfortable when he's grounded and stable in his life. When this king comes in reverse, it's the complete opposite of the upright. This is very similar to the Queen of Wands in the reverse. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is someone who is lazy. They expect everything to be handed to them on a platter. They're not willing to put in the work to change their life. They're non-committal. They could be spoiled, very selfish, self-serving, only think of themselves. They're the most important person in their world. This is someone who can be very stubborn to the point where it's detrimental to themselves and those around them. They will not budge. Over stubborn and just non-committal. This is someone who just will go off and have affairs and sneak around, and they're just not willing to settle down. They could be very unstable and ungrounded within themselves and within their life. They could be struggling financially, struggling from poverty, but they're not willing to go out and get a job. Someone who really does have a lot of temper tantrums if they don't get their own way. They could hold a grudge against the world, think that everyone's out to get them, feel like everyone is at fault and nothing's their fault ever, but everyone else is to blame. It's just really a not very nice energy. It's someone who's not grounded, not stable, not secure within themselves or within their life. This is someone that could have been working extremely hard to build a life, to build a business, and they just find that it's all came crumbling down. It's a failure. This could be someone who's really struggling with low self-esteem, low confidence, low self-worth, a lack mindset. So it's the complete opposite of the King of Pentacles in the upright. It's not a very nice energy to be in. It could also be someone who's just feeling really stuck. Again, it all depends on the surrounding cards. Whenever you read, you always read the surrounding cards and the energies you're picking up, because this king in reverse could mean something completely different. For from the person you're reading and the cards that come up. So it could be someone they're dealing with. It could just be that they're stuck in life. They've had a bad run of luck. It doesn't mean that they have to be selfish or inconsiderate. It's just you've got to take the energies as a whole. But that's the energy of the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so we've now come to the end of this course. I really hope that you found this to be helpful. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please do like, share, subscribe, hit the little bell button. I'd really and truly appreciate it. And again, if you'd like to watch the tarot lesson I did on the cups, the wands, and the major arcana and the sword cards, you can find these in my playlist called helpful videos. They'll all be there. It's free for you to watch anytime you like. And I thank you again for watching. Have a fantastic night or day, whatever it is when you're watching this, and I wish you all the very best. Bye.